Hello YouTube. Sorry about that, I've just got a really bad cold. My name is Leon, and I am non-binary, and I use they them pronouns. Sorry if the quality is really bad, I'm having to film this on my laptop, / my mum's laptop. Yeah, I tried to do it on my phone, my tablet, so hopefully this works out. And if it does, well then you're watching it, that's really good. I'm born July 11th of 2006 that is, and I was diagnosed at the age of 4 with autism and ADHD and SPD. And diagnosis wise, I was diagnosed with Erlen syndrome, which for people born in the 80s, it would have been called Scoptic sensitivity disorder. And then recently I have been kind of diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and it is now recognised that part and parcel of my autism is that I have Tourette-like tics. So throughout the video, if you see that is what that is. It's not Tourette's, but it's not nothing. It is part and parcel of my autism. So yeah. And yeah. Oh, and as you can see, I like movies and plush toys. I will get onto those in a minute. But trigger warning, by the way, trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about some heavy stuff for a bit regarding mental health and suicide. And sorry about my cough, by the way. Hopefully it won't cause us too much trouble. But I'm going to be talking about hate crime, homophobia, and transphobia, and stuff like that. So if that's not your cup of tea, well, it's no one's cup of tea, but if that's something you feel uncomfortable with, feel free to unclick from the video. I do not mind. And yeah, so full disclosure, I am 16. I was 6 years old when I first tried to take my own life. I stuffed a light bulb into my tights and then forced myself onto the ground and let it shatter into my leg. I still have a scar on my knee where it went in. I won't show you that, obviously. Yeah. And then ever since then I have been really suicidal. Although I am getting better. I am 5 years clean on self-harm, which is really, really good. Had a few moments where I thought I would end up doing it again, but they have been managed and are being managed now through therapy and medication. I am under CAMS Youth Centre in Derby. I say I'm under CAMS. It's not so much the workers at CAMS, it's more CAMS, the system is awful, and I pray to God you never have to, I just pray you never have to go through it, because as I said, the workers themselves are really supportive. They've helped me a lot with my transgender journey. And with coming out as lesbian. But at the end of the day, CAMS isn't all that good. They don't get funded nearly enough as they should do. And it makes me sad. But yeah. And yeah, I was given Citalopram, and that seems to be working quite well. If anyone else is on Citalopram buddies. Yeah. What I'd say to that is, given my history of suicide and self-harm and eating disorders, is just don't be afraid to ask for help. There is a reason why help is there. You are not failing anyone or yourself by not asking for help. And yeah. Moving on from the dark and gloomy stuff, I have a new, well, my latest autism obsession is squashmallows, which I'm going to get into now. Here is Eek, and a giant Connor, the cow. I know he's called Connor, but I have a massive obsession with Doja Cat. Doesn't show, but I really like Doja Cat. And her best song, in my opinion, is Moo. So, the big cow's called Doja Cat. Because, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I am not a cat. I don't say meow. Okay, moving on. That was really weird. Sorry about that. That was weird. Cheese and crackers, Gromit. This is Ethan. Again. I know that he has a name. Just forgot it. This is, again, forgot the name. Feel free to tell me in the comments what these two's names are called. What these two are called. But I call this one Dylan. And then we have Anthony with IE at the end, because they love to be difficult. In truth, I just have awful Start again. I do have awful anorexia, but I also have awful dyslexia. Both of those statements are true. But my last one, Shabba, which I again named myself after Jammiedogger's amazing partner, Shabba. Shout out to you two. Amazing couple. And you have helped me through some really dark times with your pretty dank, wholesome trans memes. If you ever want some wholesomeness in your life, just pop over to Jammiedogger's channel and there's some pretty wholesome stuff. It is very wholesome indeed. Yes. One upside from my mental health issues, though, is I have adequate support. Back on that, by the way. I have a cat, an emotional support cat called Merlin, who I would like to introduce you to. He's really tired at the moment, but I'm sure a quick snuggle wouldn't kill him. Although he'll act really dramatic about it, as cats do. Hey, good Jess. Hello. Hello. Say hello to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Oh, no. Just... Oh, oh, oh. Yes, hello, Papa. Hello, Papa. Oh, hello. Okay. Yes, hello. And that is Merlin. He is 2 years old. I got him around the same time I came out of hospital from an OD in 2020. His birthday, believe it or not, is October 31st. He is a very spooky cat. Yes, that was really cringe. I'm so sorry. And I've had him ever since, obviously. We did try to have another cat. I named her Evelyn. I will show you a photo of her now. Apologies if it's not edited in. I have awful editing skills, so I'm just not gonna try and do it. Let me go grab her. This when it decides to. Oh, let me lower the brightness down a little bit. This is Evelyn. Can't really see it very well, but that's Evelyn. And we figured out pretty quickly that she wasn't suited to other cats. So we had to give her back the day we got her, practically, which was really sad. She was really sweet. Obviously, she was gorgeous. But that's not the reason why you should get a cat, because of their looks. Same with humans. But yeah, so we gave her back to the owner, and I'm assuming she has gone to a different home. Not quite sure. Disclaimer. / side note. Don't want to say disclaimer. If you live in Derby, I don't know about any other flying tigers, but Derbian Flying Tiger store has these pride stuff in. So that's good. And it's immediately as you walk in as well, so that's also really fun. Thought that's amazing. Yeah. And I should probably get onto my likes before I ramble on and then this becomes really long. I have a feeling it's going to become really long anyway, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So as you can obviously tell, I love teddies. I have an undiagnosed hoarding problem. Again, part and parcel of my autism. Wow. I have Marceline, which is my favourite Adventure Time character. And I also collect Disney teddies. I also have an obsession with buying books. I've read them all. Don't worry, I'm not just buying them and not reading them. I have over 300, I think. Don't quite remember how many I have. And then I have PlayStation 3, which I play I play PlayStation games like this, obviously. Excuse how weird I am. I'm really tired. Which means pretty soon I'm gonna start barking like a dog. Always fun. So, I have some of my favourite PlayStation games on the side of me to show you. I have The Sims 3, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, Injustice, Gods Among Us. That's how I pronounce it and it's spelled. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This kicks my ass. I have Minecraft. I'm currently making a giant village in the back of my garden. How they're going to be able to move around and leave, I don't know. Not my problem. And then my prized possession video game, the limited edition, yeah, it says it right there. Limited edition Kingdom Hearts, which I will show you. It has all the cover art on it. Honestly, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, yes. And I will take you through each page because you really need to just see just how this book is. And then it's got a little bit about the game. I'll read it to you. Over 10 years have passed since we released the first Kingdom Hearts game. My only regret was never releasing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix overseas. So I'm very pleased to now give fans everywhere a chance to play it. This time it's in the best formula. Full high definition. Fancy. Revisiting the first game, I don't think it feels like a 10-year-old game. Despite some unrefined elements. Challenging to create a complex new game system and series. However, I think Kingdom Hearts Final Mix still feels like a new game because the passion of our creative efforts are still felt in the game itself to this day. The Kingdom Hearts series would not have lasted this long without the incredible support from you, the fans. In response to your passion towards the Kingdom Hearts series, I will continue to create something you can all enjoy playing for the next several decades. Tetsuya Nomura. And this is some more of the artwork. It even has what he was going to look like originally, Sora, the main character, which I think is really cool. We've got some more art. So you got what Sora was originally meant to look like, and then Sora we all know and love. Personally, I do not care what Sora looks like. I grew up with Kingdom Hearts either way. This is the Winnie the Pooh segment of the game. My personal favourite. Then you have, of course, the icon, Tinkerbell. not him. He's basically a child kidnapper, which is freaky. And then The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I would never have guessed why you thought that Nightmare Before Christmas is my favourite movie. It's not like I made Halloween the entire theme of my room. Moving on. You have some of the keyblades. And then some more keyblades. I can't tell if it says it has all the stats, because I obviously can't read Japanese. Wish I could. And then there's this, which is just really cool. And then you have the DVD itself / disc. And then that is the conclusion of that. It comes in a very nice box. And then I have Harry Potter Lego, and it is from years 1 to 4. I do need to find the others. I haven't found them yet. And then recently I went into the Derbian and I got 2 new games, which I'm excited to play. Alice Madness Returns and Adventure Time Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know, which seems interesting. And then I have, outside of my PlayStation, another console, and that is my Nintendo Game Boy Advance. I always miss the wink. Yeah. So this is really cool. It's something I really enjoy playing on. And yeah. My favourite genre is whatever this is. Like, I don't really know how to understand how to like describe the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You just have to watch it and then discover it for yourself. And it's not very helpful, but it truly is one of the greatest films ever made. And as you can see behind me, there are more pictures of my cat. And then a bat, because let's face it, they're just cute little puppies with wings. And then, as you can see, I have Charmander, which is obviously it's a Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I just threw him behind me. Yeah. And well, I also am a really big fan of Harry Potter, and as this cushion would suggest, I am a Slytherin. No, I'm not a Parselmouth. You probably guessed that because it's fake, but Just kind of putting it out there. And yeah. Sorry, really weird blank. Barker. Great. This is really awkward. I'm so sorry. I go. I'm so sorry. I keep blanking. I'm still gonna post this. Because this is who I am. I blank a lot. And yeah. I have one GCSE. I got that done when I was 14 in year 10. Which year 10. I'm really proud of that. And I am glad I was given the opportunity to take it as early as I did. And I got a 7 and a merit. And it is something I'm quite proud of. And yeah. My favourite chocolate is Cadbury's Fudge. I know it's not really a chocolate, but it's really nice. And I'm saying that from someone who's not a sweet person. I much prefer like Takis or just savoury food in general. I'll hear people go, oh, I could easily wolf down a bag of Maltesers, but for me personally, I could just quite easily... I'm a Stegosaurus! Quite easily stick an entire bag of cheese savouries in my mouth and just that be it. I'm not much of a sweet person in terms of food, but when I do, oh, you know about it. Yeah, it's it, I guess. Let me know if you want to do more videos like this where I just ramble, or I do like showing off my teddies or whatever, or reading a chapter of a book. I'll write my favourite books down in the comments. And also, in addition to the trigger warning, I will be writing down / putting in some helplines and some services that can help you if you are also struggling with that. But please know, if you are in a crisis and your health and safety is at risk, to please call your emergency services, even if you feel like you're bothering them. If you're in a crisis and you need help, I strongly advise you to call your emergency services hotline. Whether it be 999 or 111. 999, 111, 911, whatever it is, stuff like that is really serious. And if you are going through a crisis, then I do suggest you get help. Not to say that you're weak and you can't do it by yourself, but you shouldn't have to deal with it by yourself. And if your life is in risk, then you aren't obviously going to be able to deal with that by yourself. So call 999 or 911 or whatever your emergency services number is. And I pray 100% on Odin's life that you make it through your dark times and look back and remember the fact that you were brave enough to do something about it and not sit in silence. Because no one deserves to sit in silence. I'm always going to be here, and I will never, ever judge you simply because you're different. Because that is not kind. And you matter. And you are so important. And I know you may have heard it already, and if you haven't, then, well, the people in your life need a little, because you are worth millions. And I'm sure one day, if you haven't already found them, that you will find that person that tells you every day that they love and cherish you. But for now, I love and cherish you as my internet children. Goodbye. Have a nice day whenever you're watching this.